Hey, sports fans! Welcome to Sam Sykes and Mike Cole's announcement of the Worldbuilders support charity support drive Sportsball game. Today we are watching
The Redskins versus the Carolinas.
the tight yellow trousers versus the red helmets. Sam, he just got the ball and now he just threw it away.
Okay, wait, no. So the ball is going that way,
And then they dropped it. Which way is it going?
the other man's wants the balls.
Do they always? I mean, is it just me, or it looks like they're wearing body paint, like the? Well, right now it's a bunch of guys' heads, but as soon as that goes away, if you look at their trousers, they're really wearing really tight pants. I don't know if that's a goal of the game or.
They're called the Redskins, so I'm sure that is a totally respectful homage.
Yeah, homage
to the name
super tight pants.
From which they take their thing.
Yeah. And so here
a thing is happening, Mike.
Yeah, very important ritual here, slapping of the helmets. Now here we see
two guys tried to kiss, but those helmets prevented them.
And here we see two guys' butts.
Couple of butts.
They're going to the right, and someone fell down. Falling down is a very important part of sports ball, Sam. That and hugging, lots of hugging.
Boy, this is a really affectionate sport.
Yeah, it's funny. They talk a lot about concussions, but I'm not seeing so much.
Well, that's kind of nice. I didn't think there would be so much hugging.
This is what I'm talking about. Is they go through all this trouble to get that ball,
Right.
and then as soon as they get it, they cannot wait to throw it away again. It seems to be sort of working at cross purposes, right?
It's kind of a metaphor, isn't it?
Yeah.
You try your darndest to get that ball,
and then when you have it, you're just on to the next thing. Like you're never satisfied with what you have in it.
Right.
You just got to get rid of it as soon as you have it. No, you're right. That's a good point.
Perhaps the statement being made by the NFL is that you can't just go on living like you're holding the ball.
So you see the guy in yellow just threw it to the guy in blue. Are they supposed to do that? Is this maybe a statement on sharing?
Yeah, well, it's Thanksgiving, so it's the traditional ball sharing.
Yeah,
we got so excited there. Wow.
All right, he pushed him, and this ground is perfectly flat, and the sky's up there. So he's sort of letting people know positions and the lay of the land. That's pretty cool.
Saying we have one more minute, and then you all have to go inside.
That's right. So they threw it to the blue guy again. So I guess part of the goal here is to give the ball to the other team, right? Throw the ball.
Yeah.
So you throw it to the other team, and then
but then you punish him for doing it.
Right. It's sort of a. Here's a commercial. Now see, I don't understand this part of the game at all. Like, at what point? It seems sort of very schizophrenic. Stepping on grapes. A hipster giving you chicken.
Cool. We're seeing the same commercial. Like, I would have thought it'd be regional because I'm in Arizona and you're in New York.
Yeah, snorkeling, backpacking,
stomping grapes.
Yeah.
Lot of very satisfied young men here.
We can learn something about football's audience by watching these commercials. So near as I can tell, ranchers in the Playa Outback in Arizona are watching football.
Oh yeah.
People who might buy trucks. People with stubble.
All right. This truck can haul 5 stars.
Yes, that's right. Enormous steel stars.
So when it has a 5-star, that's 150 Fs.
That's right. Oh, us writers, we do love 5 stars. Cat people love football.
Cat people love football.
Walmart loves football, and women in curlers are nuts about football.
Well, now hang on.
Especially when they're made out of cardboard.
Well, what are you gonna do for Black Friday? Because I think I might just kill myself.
I was about to say, what do you think I'm gonna do?
I think I might dig a hole and then get in the hole and then bury myself alive.
Yeah, Black Friday's ready. All right, here we go.
God, this guy's really into football.
Wow, so you see the mech? There's like a robot, like a Gundam.
Oh my god!
Dude, they totally got to use that in the game.
When are they gonna bust that out?
All right, so you see the numbers, Sam? I think.
I see a 0 and a 3.
Are they lining up by age? Ooh.
Oh, something.
Yep, something. Two guys fell on another guy.
Oh God! And every time you get the ball, boy, this is a metaphor for life, isn't it?
It really is.
Once you get that ball, everyone's like, no, don't you take that
Don't
ball.
you take that ball. You know, I guess what it is maybe the NFL is trying to send a message. You know, this is a lot like fantasy novels in some ways, Sam, in that you can't just come out and be expository and tell the audience what you want them to take from it. You have to kind of lead them with symbolism, with metaphor, with message. So I really think the message here is that, at least in this case, is for the blue guy, no matter how fast you run and how hard you push, you're just going to get knocked down.
You're just going to get knocked down.
So football is kind of grimdark.
You got to keep going back up. But you see, it's not grimdark because there's a message of hope there. And that message is you get up and you move a little further down the line each time.
You get up and two guys in super tight pants jump on you.
Just like fantasy. Okay.
Everyone seems really excited that this guy.
He's got the ball. He went into a thing.
A
thing happened, and he busted his knee.
People are really, really excited that this guy is on his knees. This is a very important thing. You give the ball to the audience. Oh, I get it. The goal here, Sam, is to take the ball to the other side of the field and give it to the audience.
This kid is taking the ball and running.
All right, more symbols. The field still remains flat, especially on this side.
Yes.
Over there.
My hat is still white.
So stand very still over on that side of the field.
This is the umpire, right?
Yeah, that's the umpire.
Or is he the grand marshal?
No, that's the umpire.
When does the wizard come out?
Probably the same time as the Mech.
Okay.
Oh my God, football looks painful. So now they've kicked the ball into the wishbone. That's apparently a good thing. Ball going into the wishbone.
That'll really cost them some points. This is a point-based system.
I'm guessing. How do we know who has? Oh, okay. All right. So did you see that before they went to Budweiser? Did you see what the score was?
The Angry Cats have 7.
And the incredibly disrespectful team has none. Which I suppose is better because I'd rather have Angry Cats.
Is Budweiser seriously trying to convince us that they put a lot of effort into their beer?
Budweiser, yellow pea, carbonated yellow urine.
We're really trying this time.
Oh,
come on!
Oh, those are nice shoes. Leo print's something we definitely don't give enough to. Wear enough. Not enough of that in fantasy.
This woman is buying cheese.
I got a bellhop delivering laptops.
Yeah, I am lagging like 20 seconds behind you.
Well, that certainly should make this interesting.
What hotel have you ever been to where they give you laptops?
Well, I mean, this is New York City. I mean, as soon as you stay at a hotel, you get handed a laptop.
Yeah, they just hand them out, don't they?
Well, you know, streets are paved with gold here. It's pretty much like Money 24 Central.
Yeah, I've been to New York a few times. I've seen the streets paved with gold. I think that might just be urine.
We actually have trucks that come out and spray the city down with stale urine every morning. Why are these women waving balls of blue tinfoil?
God, but they look really happy.
Yeah, they do.
Really excited, but like in that sort of desperate, like if I'm not happy, they're gonna lock me in a basement.
They're gonna throw me away. Yeah, exactly right.
All right, so the Mad Cats
are leading by 7 points. Okay, and now they're gonna kick. They're kicking the ball, and look at that ball go, Sam. And
here goes the ball.
It's caught, and he's running with it, and 3 men have fallen on him.
Oh, here comes the red helmet. Oh, wow, they got him. The Mad Cats got him.
There's a lot of like time warping here. So now we're seeing they've gone back in time, and we're seeing what happened with the ball earlier.
You know, it really is kind of metaphorical, isn't it? It gives you a chance to replay your failures.
You're over and over again.
And maybe what we're actually looking at, Mike, and this is a radical theory, but perhaps football is a form of purgatory.
Where you just fall over again and again and again.
Where you players are forced to chase a ball up and down a field, but you can never really take it anywhere.
I think that's actually pretty accurate. All right.
So the players give away the ball, saying like, at least this will escape.
The disrespectful red helmets are have reached the number 30, and they're now discussing it to, I presume, see if they can get it to the audience, hand it to the audience on the other end of the field. This is one of the problems with football, Sam, is that they never let you look at something for more than 3 seconds. He got the ball, and then he just sort of rammed his head into the other guy's butts and fell over.
Into his butt?
It looked like it.
The butt is like a very crucial part.
It is. There's a lot of, like, butts are very important in football.
Butt action.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they for one thing, they don't wear pants. They've just sort of painted on.
Yeah, I believe this might be why people watch football.
For the butts.
For the butts, and they wear these helmets to keep themselves from kissing.
There's a lot of hugging, a lot of kissing. No, I think we're really getting to the root of what football means, Sam. Hugging and kissing.
I'm at my parents' house right now. My dad's in the background.
Oh boy. So, Mr. Sykes, I'd like to apologize. In our generation, this is considered funny.
Oh, very disrespect. And they're going that way.
Yeah.
I'm done with this.
So So I think what we're really seeing here, Sam, is that the angry cats are really about the hugging and the loving, and the other team just seems to be a bunch of jerks.
This is kind of a metaphor, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like it just keeps getting deeper.
Yeah. So, well, at least we now have a protagonist and an antagonist. I think, Sam, we can say that we are rooting for the angry cats to beat the disrespectful jerks.
Hashtag love wins.
Because isn't that what football's about? If we've learned nothing else today, it's all about love.
So maybe maybe it's not actually a mad cat. It's just like.
Oh, there's the mech again. Wait, keep watching. You have it on that lag. Before you get to, do you see the mech?
I did. There it is.
Yeah. When are we gonna get that in the game? Like they keep teasing us with it. All right. So here's the truck that can haul stars. It can also haul most rust.
Most rust.
Highest. Yeah. Whole new day.
I don't. Feet. Wow.
Chickens. It can haul chickens. Did you see the chicken?
So correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the distance between a truck commercial and a student art film is just like no.
Yeah, it's like narrowing. That's a fairly good point.
Yeah, like I think we're finding a lot of meaning in stuff we have typically written off.
Is this an AA meeting?
Yeah, it's the guy from Breaking Bad.
Oh.
He's here to tell you about a thing.
Pizza, Sam. This is as American as apple pie, except that it's pizza. Everybody likes pizza.
Yeah.
This is including. My God, what is that? Marshmallow pizza?
A come on.
Jesus Christ, who would eat that? Oh, and who would drink Miller's Light? This is like people who like disgusting food. Is that who watches football? There's the mech again. He'll appear in the corner of your screen.
All right, so I think what it is in the last round, the losing team gets to call out the mech, and then the winning team has to fight the mech. All
right, so here we are with the disrespectful jerks. They are looking like people you wouldn't want to hang out with.
They don't look happy.
They look like people who would ignore overwhelming public sentiment that you shouldn't be disgusting. And here are our protagonists, the angry cats.
These guys look like the burden of their name weighs heavily on them.
Yeah,
all right, now here's
does.
the Mad Cats again.
And the Mad Cats are running the ball. And
they're running.
And look, I would like to point out, and this is how we know we're in a fantasy novel, is that it takes 3 disrespectful jerks to pull down one of our heroes, the Mad Cat.
That's pretty cool that list everyone's level on the back of their.
Oh, it's the level. Yeah.
So that's why it took 3 of them.
Or maybe it's like your strength. Maybe it's your strength or agility, so that the guys in the announcer's booth rolling the dice can. Reference tables more quickly?
Yeah.
That's probably. I bet you what it is, and that must be a terrain modifier. The 3-0 and the 2-0 and the.
Right.
That's got to be a terrain modifier.
Now, what you're seeing here is actually a lot of tactics that were originally invented at Carthage.
Yeah. Well, Sam, I'm so glad you brought that up. Football can be seen as an analogy for ancient warfare. What you're seeing.
In fact, the phrase football comes from the ancient Punic phrase "foul wow," which means throwing rocks from elephants.
The ancient Punics were the ancient Phoenicians were all really drunk, I guess.
Yeah. The Punic Wars were all about who got to wear the red helmet. There he goes. Oh, a plucky level 1. Oh, jeez, he got taken down though.
All right, so there's a -10 terrain modifier here, and he's thrown it to that bad cat has a skill of 82. That's a pretty high level.
See, why did you throw it to the level 1? That was just a rookie mistake.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, I mean, I guess if that's the only piece you have on the board that can handle it, then that's
they had him throw the ball, but obviously his strength and agility is only 1.
Well, he also had a pretty. Also, maybe because he had a lower terrain modifier.
He had a low terrain modifier.
As you move down the board, you notice how it goes from 10 to 20 to -30. Right now, there's a -30 terrain modifier. So maybe there he goes, and
these things aren't looking good for the Mad Cats.
No. Look at the hit points.
Oh, wait, there it goes.
They each have 7 hit points left. See in the upper left, 7.
Oh, okay, 7. So it could go either way.
Each of them has 7 hit points left. Maybe maybe they each have like 20 hit points or something, and when the number of hit points reaches 20, then that team is eliminated.
Well, how would you be eliminated for your hit points going up?
Well, my point is maybe it's like filling a bucket, you know? Like you have 50, so when you reach 50, that's 0. I don't know, Sam.
That's some 2nd edition rules right there.
Did you see him grabbing his leg?
That was a cheap. Oh, yeah, keep going. Oh, God. That was almost like a please take me with you.
I think we've learned something today, and I want to go over some basic points about what I think our takeaways are. So from what I've learned, football is essentially it's like a fantasy novel in the respect that you have a protagonist and you have an antagonist, and the protagonist struggles against great odds, constantly getting knocked down and having to get back up again, and in the end.
So the only question I have is, do you just casually flex like that all the time, or was that a conscious decision?
No, this is me relaxing, Sam. You're supposed to relax when you watch football.
Relaxing.
Is that they find love along the way. There is.
You have to fight for it.
You have to fight for love. Yeah, that's exactly right.
But once you have that love and you fight to keep it, the most pure thing you can do is give it away.
That is exactly right. Then you have to give it away, and when you get knocked down, you get back up again, and ultimately it leads you to victory. I also think that the important rules takeaways in football are that there is a terrain modifier on the field by line, which is clearly marked, which gives you a -10, 20, 30, 40, or 50, depending on where you are on the board, and that players' numbers clearly mark the skill levels, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess you subtract the terrain modifier from the skill level to determine your chance of success on a given move.
Yeah, then the coaches roll the dice, and if your 2-hit football 0 or the football score is above 7, then clearly you succeed.
Yeah, and then what happens? The DM with the white hats final determination is conveyed to the audience by means of a bunch of hand signals. So, for example, the field is completely flat. This side scored the hit based on the die roll and modifiers, 5 hit points, and then some sort of vague yelling to...
Yeah, I'm beginning to see why George Martin likes this sport so much.
George Martin doesn't like this sport.
George Martin loves football.
Come on. Really?
Yeah. This is why so many fantasy nerds are into football now, because George said we should be.
Well, this is a good thing. I'm glad we're picking this up. Next time I see George R. R. Martin, I'll be able to talk to him all about football. Oh, one final thing.
One final thought.
Is that if the opposing side's play is successful, the ball is handed to the audience on their side, and they do a proportionate number of damage to the opposing team, which is marked on the board in the upper left-hand side.
That makes sense.
I think we've learned something today. I feel like I know more about life, love, writing, and I do feel also like I didn't even know this. The added bonus that I'm further in George R. R. Martin's good graces.
Now, I'm going to stop you there because he probably, A, doesn't know who we are, and B, will only be more annoyed with us for sassing his favorite sport.
No, Sam.
He's a good egg.
We're Sam Sykes and Myke Cole.
Sam Sykes. Everyone knows who we are.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So now my observation on this play is that it is very much a metaphor for relationships, in that you crave human contact. You crave that, and after having gone so long without it, you just tackle a person, but you drive them further away with your over enthusiasticness, over enthusiasm, and then you try to put your head in someone, but you have a helmet,
so it won't fit.
And
that's the other thing. Is I was pretty surprised to find out that these guys were wearing body paint, and that so much of the game was devoted to hugging and butt touching, which really kind of makes me bummed that I had rejected football for so long and left that out.
It really is a humanizing sport.
It sure is.
This must be why everyone likes it so much, because it's a really powerful statement on the human condition and what we all crave out of each other.
I'm really glad we took the time to do this, Sam.
I am extremely glad that we came to this conclusion.
I want to thank you, and I want to thank all the folks out there in Worldbuilders land for supporting this amazing charity. And
yes, thank you all for supporting us enough, for supporting Worldbuilders enough that we were forced to come and do this.
And I also want to say that now that Sam and I are football experts, I hope at the next con you'll talk to us. Apparently, it's a tradition in football for people to associate themselves with specific groups or teams. So Sam and I are now die-hard Mad Cat supporters. Blue Mad Cat.
We don't know if it is a Mad Cat or a really excited cat.
Right. So we like the Blue Cats.
We like the Blue Cats.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We don't much care for the red ones.
No, we really don't. And that's the other lesson to learn from watching football, is that when people tell you you're being a jerk, maybe instead of going, no, you, maybe just listen to them and stop being a jerk.
But Myke, here's where the metaphor gets really deep. Because when you're in the red helmet, you just can't hear that criticism. You just don't. Oh wait, actually they have ear holes, so I guess they can hear it.
See, so, metaphors within metaphors.
So
all right,
don't wear the red helmet, people at home.
That's right. Whatever you do, don't wear the red helmet. All right, thanks for listening, and thanks for supporting Worldbuilders, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.